Hello, good evening, madam. My name is Ragat Awad. I'm going to be presenting an overview of Sunway Construction Berhad. So I'm going to be starting with the introduction. So Sunway Construction is a leading company in construction and engineering in Malaysia. It is also part of Sunway Group, and this company is recognized for a strong track record in delivering high quality projects and commitment to innovation, safety, and sustainability. Sunway Construction was founded in 1974, and it's one of Malaysia's largest construction firms. It also specializes in building construction, civil engineering, and infrastructure development. It is also known for contributing to Malaysia's infrastructure by building highways, bridges, and commercial buildings. So now I'm gonna be talking about Sunway Construction's past performances, which has been very strong in the past few years. So some of their highlights are their revenue growth, their market expansion into Southeast Asian markets, their digital transformation, market and technology investments, and their focus on sustainability. Next, I want to talk about their business activities, which have been very diverse and covering several areas, like their high quality building constructions, their major civil engineering projects, and their project management, which has always been on time and within budget, and their R&D investments. And now I'm going to be talking about some of Sunway's awards. They have received numerous achievements and awards. One of them is the Construction Industry Excellence Award, which is also known as the CIEA. And then they have the World Prix the Excellence Award. They've also been gifted the Classic Achievement Award, an ISO certificate, and also Asia's Best Managed Companies Award. So now we're going to be conducting a SWOT analysis. First of all, what is a SWOT analysis? It is the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that a company faces. So first, we're going to be talking about strength. Sunway's Construction has a strong brand reputation and market presence. It also has a diverse portfolio in building and in civil engineering. So that's our strength. Next, we're going to talk about weaknesses. Their main weakness is that they heavily rely on the Malaysian market, making it vulnerable to economic shifts. And then we're going to talk about opportunities. Sunway Construction has the opportunity to expand into international markets and diversify its revenue. It also has rising demands for infrastructure in all of Southeast Asia. And then its threats is that it is facing extreme competition from international firms and even some local firms. And also its economic downturn, if there is a possible economic downturn affecting construction spending. And that would be all for my part. Thank you so much.
The overview of the Malaysian stock market. Okay, based on my mind, the Malaysian stock market. Firstly, Malaysian stock market includes diverse sectors such as construction, finance, capital, and holdings. These four is the main thing for the Malaysian stock market. Secondly, the key player include Sunway Construction, Berhad, CIMB Bank, Future Holding, and Petronas Chemical Groups. These four is the key player include the four main company. Expected returns for major companies. So for the expected returns for the major companies, Sunway Construction positive return 0.27% indicate potential growth in construction. So in the Sunway Construction, the positive return will be the 27%, 0.27%, I'm sorry. And secondly, the CIB Bank, low but positive return of 0.15%, suggesting steady performance in the banking sector. And thirdly will be the HLCB, the Hongnyo, Sentry, and Berhad, slightly negative return, which will be, I think, not good and bad. Negative 0.007% raises concern about possible underperformance. And fourthly will be the Petronas Chemical Group, near zero return, 0.02%, signaling limited growth in chemical sector. And next will be the risk and volatility analysis, standard deviation as a measure of volatility. And for example, the Sunway organization highest risk with the highest standard deviation of 0.0173, and which the CIMB Bank lower risk and stable in 0.0083. And for the coefficient of variation CV, the CIMB Bank has the lowest CV, which is 0.0068, indicating stable return, which will be the Petronas Chemical and Sunway construction show higher CVs, reflecting greater volatility. And next will be the investment inside the sector with positive expect returns and construction. Sunway and Fancy IMB shows conversation growth projections. Next will be the sector with higher risk. The construction and chemical products display the higher risk due to industry volatility. And next, lastly, will be the expected return. The expected return, based on my opinion, the Sunday concession Berhad is, which we can see on the slide, is 0.27, and the Moody's expected return sizes stability. Secondly is the CIMB Berhad. The CIMB Berhad, which we can see is 0.15, is slightly low positive, and the return conversion growth is outlook. And the thirdly will be the Hong Leong's holding, which will be the net negative return is so down, and we may face more challenges because it is a negative return. And fourthly will be the Petronas Chemical Group, which is 0.02, near zero retail immediate group potential. So it may base is as a high risk. For from my opinion, it's a high risk. It's not a good risk. And lastly, will be the standard deviation risk. So this is I am explaining about the risk, what risk they can may face and what risk they are facing. So the Sunny concession Berhad 0.172 is, for my opinion, is higher risk, greater price volatility. Secondly, is the Petronas chemical group, which will be the 0.01324 moderate risk. So the risk will be moderate. Thirdly, will be the CMB. CMB 0.0829, which will be the lower risk, stable returns. And fourthly, will be the HLCB, Hong Leong Shinaiba Holding 0.0823, lowest risk, least volatility. And that's all for me and for my part. And thank you so much for everyone. And thanks.
Hi, a very good morning. I'm Roshan here. I'm going to talk about the introduction of Petronas Chemical and Groups. Petronas Chemical and Groups, which is called as PGC, is a subsidiary of Malaysia's national company of Petronas, which is a leading chemical procedure in South Asia. It manufactures a wide range of products like olefins, polymery, and fertilizers in epiciders, while it's having a very sustainable and innovation of minimized total environmental footprint and commitment to the leverage advanced technology. PGC plays a critical role in global petrochemical industries, aligning its strategies with substantial growth of industry and leader, which have a benefit of robust supply chain and extensive distribution of network. The next is the Petronas we have talked about as three business activities, past performance, and achievement. For the business activities, we're going to talk about the manufacturing, marketing and distribution, sustainable innovations, and strategic partnership for the past and performance. Significant revenue growth and operational efficiency and product quality and position leader is very important. And the achievement which Petronas Chemical leaders, market leadership, sustainability practices, innovative R&D, operation excellence, and regional expansions. And Petronas chemical SWOT analysis will be like strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. That is called a SWOT. Strength is strong band present, disruptive production portfolio, and advanced technology. Weakness is depend on a violent oil and gas and high operative costs. Opportunities is rising demand of sustainable chemicals, expanding into emergency markets, and digital transformation of effective. Threats are intense competition, economical, and frustration, effective demand, and sticker environment. Overview of the market. There's two things. First one is Malaysian market includes diversity sectors such as constructive, finance, chemical, and holding. And the second one is key players including Sunway Constructions, CIMB Holdings, HLBC Holdings, and Petronas Chemical and Groups. And expected major companies are Sunway Constructions, which have a positive of 0.27%, indicates of potential growth in the conservative. CIMB Bank has a low but in a very positive return of 0.15%, suggesting steady performance in banking sectors. HLBC have a very slightly negative 0.07 raises. Concern about possible underperformance. Petronas Chemical and Group nearly zero return, 0.02%, slightly limited growth in the chemical sectors. Risk and voluntary analysis is standard deviation as a measure of voluntary. Sunway construction, which has a higher risk with the highest standard of deviation, is 0.0173. CIMB has the lowest risk and stable returns at 0.0083. Coefficient of variation CV is equal to CIMB Bank has the lowest CV is 0.068, indicating stable returns. Petronas Chemical and Construction show a high CVs reflecting greater volatilities. Investment sites are sectors with positive expected returns is constructive, Sunway and finance CIMB shows several growth projections. Sectors of high risk is construction and chemical. Petronas display high risk due to the industry voluntaries. Expected returns for the four companies are a Sunway constantly is 0.27. The modest is expected return suggests its stability. CIMB is 0.15, which is the lowest possible return, conservative growth and outlook. HLBC loadings is negative, is 0.07, and it has to face many challenges. Petronas Chemical Groups is 0.02, which nearly zero returns, limited growth of potential. And the standard risk is Sunway convention is having 0.0172.7 highest risk and greater price of volatility. Petronas Chemical Group is having 0.011324 as their decimals. It is a very moderate risk. CIMB is having 0.0829, which is a lower risk but stable in return. HLBC loading is having by 0.00823, the lowest risk and least voluntary, and coefficient of variation, which is called a CV. Sunway Construction BH has the 0.146, moderate of relative risk. CMB has 0.0063, and the lowest CV and more stable performance. HLBC Holding is having 0.0083, low to moderate variables. Petronas Chemical and Groups is having 0.0130, which is highest CV, indicating greater and voluntaries. Comparative analysis is for the risk, CIMB is the most stable and lowest risk, but industry impact, construction and chemical, Sunway and Petronas show higher risk. Banking CIMB is more stable. As a conclusion, higher risk is Sunway Constructions, Petronas Chemicals, and the more stable will be CIMB Bank and HLBC Holdings. Eventually takeaway, I feel like I will choose Sunway for potential returns and choose CIMB and HLBC for stability. Industry specific factors including risk and performance. Thank you for my part. Thank you so much.